Good morning, one and all. I am going to deal the subject networks and transmission lines. So today our topic is in the first unit we have network topology. That is, we have cut set matrix, trisect matrix, tree, code tree, and different graphs and everything. Now I am going to deal the subject of the first unit, the topics, few topics in the first unit, that is definition of graphs, trees and everything and the basic definitions. Okay, so what is network topology? Why we are using the network topology and where we are using the network topology and why we are going for the network topology. Network topology, we have basically the graph. Graph is nothing but graphical representation of an electrical circuit. So what is network topology? Network topology is arrangement of various elements of a network so that there is no distinction between different elements of the network. Means there is no distinction between resistor, inductor and capacitor. Okay. Next, why we need to learn the network topology is usually if we use the electrical circuits to analyze, we have to use KVL, KCL, mesh analysis, nodal analysis and everything and then simplify the problem. So if we use this network topology, it makes us easy to analyze the network. And next, where we apply the network topology? It is used to analyze the voltages and currents across various branches of an electrical network in a complicated circuit. Okay, so what are the basic definitions in the network topologies? What is a node? What is an essential node? What is a branch, loop, mesh, and graph? Okay, these are all the basic definitions. So first we'll see what is a node. Node means two or more branches are intersected at a point. That point is called the node. And what is the difference between node and an essential node? Node means, simple node means if two branches intersect at a point, it is also called as a simple node. Essential node means three or more elements are intersecting at a point. That is called the essential node, or it is also called as the junction. Next one is the branch. The branch is the one that represents the network element, right? The circuit elements. So the line connecting two nodes, between the two nodes, is nothing but a branch. Next one is the loop. Loop means always in a circle. So it starts at the same point and ends at the same point, and there should not be any intermediate nodes passing more than once. That is called a node. Next one is a mesh. Mesh is same as it of the loop, but intermediate loops must not be there in the mesh. Okay. Next one is the graph. I have told you that an electrical circuit is represented by line segments. That is nothing but a graph. So how to draw a graph of a network? See, this is a simple network. So how to draw a graph for this? Either resistor, inductor or capacitor. All the three must be replaced by simple line segments. See here, simple line segments. Okay, see here, inductor, capacitor or resistor. All the three are replaced by simple line segments. Next one is replace voltage source by short circuit. Replace current source by open circuit. And the next point is, for it is oriented graph. Oriented means every branch will have certain direction. The current flow in every branch will have certain direction. Non-oriented means no direction will be there specified for the graph. Okay. And next one is name all the nodes and branches. Name. For example, if we give ABCD for the nodes, you give 1, 2, 3 for the branches so that you don't get confused. Okay. Next one is the rank of a graph. So if there are n number of nodes in a graph, the rank of the graph will be equal to n minus 1. Okay. Oriented graph, we know, so every branch will have some direction. So indicate the direction of the current flow by the arrow marks. Okay. So this is the basic network, and this is a normal graph, and this one is the directed graph. See how many nodes are there? 1, 2, 3, and 4. So they are specified 1, 2, 3, and 4. And how many branches are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 branches are there. Okay. So this graph can be represented in any of the ways. Here also 1, 2, 3, and 4 nodes are there. Here 1, 2, 3, 4 nodes are there. Here also 4 nodes. The same network graph in different forms. Any form we can give. Okay. Next one is the directed graph. See here, this is a simple circuit, and when we are drawing the graph, first point I have told you is resistors, inductors and capacitors must be replaced by line segments like this, and in the voltage source must be short circuited. So here one voltage source is present, so it is short circuited, and here one current source is present, so it is open circuited. Okay, and this is the graph for this network. You can draw either in this way or in this way, any of the ways. Okay. So next one is the planar graph and non-planar graph. So planar graph means when we represent a graph in two-dimensional plane, there should not be any intersection or crossover point between two branches. That is called the planar graph. Non-planar graph means it is also represented in two-dimensional, but there is a crossover between two branches other than at the nodes. Okay. So planar means no intersection between the branches. Non-planar means there is some intersection between the branches. Next one is path and subgraph. So I have told you what is a path. Without passing through the same node twice, the loop, without traversing in order, without passing the same node twice. Means ending point and starting point must be the same node. That is a loop. Okay. So the next one is a subgraph. Subgraph will have usually less number of nodes and branches than that of the main graph. So this is the graph and this is the subgraph. See here only 3 nodes are present. Here only 2 nodes are present. So that is the difference between the subgraph and the normal graph. Okay. Next one. Tree and the twig of a graph. So tree and the twig of a graph. So what is a tree? Tree means tree is also a subgraph. Okay. The difference between normal subgraph and tree is that for the tree, there will be same number of nodes as that of the main graph. Normal subgraph can have less number of nodes than that of the main graph and less number of branches. But tree is different. Same number of nodes as that of the main graph. Tree should have same number of nodes than that of the main graph. Next point is tree should not contain any closed loop. There should not be any closed loop in a tree. And the number of branches of a tree are called twigs. So the number of twigs must be equal to n minus 1. Where is n is the number of nodes of that particular graph. Okay. Next one. Every graph will contain at least one tree. First point is tree should not contain any closed loops. It should contain same number of nodes as that of the main graph, and the number of twigs of a tree must be equal to n minus 1, where n is the number of nodes, and every connected graph should have at least one tree. These are the properties of the tree. Okay. So for this possible graph, these are the possible trees. See here. See in all the trees, there are same number of nodes as that of the main graph, and there are no closed loops. Okay, thank you.